For all intents and purposes, we are the live. Or at least soon you will all be the dead. Ha ha!
Calculated.
Anyways, so...
Right. If we both die, let's both go summoner. That way we can make it.
Alright, I'll summon you and you summon me.
Wow,
That's
two
not what I
summoners
meant,
in one party. Cool.
Hey, as long as we all take different traditions, it'd be fine.
Not only that, but let's face it, those two are already copying each other, so it doesn't matter too much.
What do you mean?
By the way, you can't kill me if I don't join.
True.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get this this party started. We're gonna go ahead and start by saying everybody, calling off names, blah 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 blah. First, we're gonna start with the co-GM, co-DM, Mr. Sasquatch.
My body is ready, and good luck, everybody.
Then we got Ranky.
Playing who?
Why are you reversing this shit on me?
Because I don't know who I'm playing.
Yeah, you do.
Do I?
Yes. You asshole.
You gotta remind me.
He's playing Ruin 2, Electric Boogaloo.
There we go. There's my character.
Alright, no. Ranky's playing San Yolo since he wants to be an asshole.
You're welcome.
Then we've got Ruin.
I'm playing Owen. I'll be right back, my dog's barking.
Then we got Demon.
Hello, my name is Demon. I play our favorite bird person, Sendria.
Your favorite, baby, not Sans.
And then we have Try.
Hi, I'm Try. I play Stoncroc. I'm making coffee right now, so I'm away from the computer. You could leave a message after the beep. Go fuck beep. Oh, wait a minute, wrong way. Anyway, go ahead.
Yes. Please call me ASAP. This is concerning your car's extended warranty. Thank you.
And then I am your GM, your DM, your best friend, your worst enemy. I am DH Blaze. It is a pleasure like normal. Who wants to talk about last time? Because I kind of feel like we need to. Okay, we're gonna give some Sun Yolo here a bit of love.
Okay, we started out with a group of 2 scorpions because the third one died last session. Then the group explored finding some trails of other nearby campers. Then, as we got further in, Sans spotted a shiny. Went to claim as said shiny and got surprised on. And the entire group almost PK'd due to
A bullet.
bullet. So,
Bullet.
It wasn't right. It wasn't a regular bullet. It was a bullet.
It was a shiny
almost
boy,
wrecked it.
because that was
It was-
shiny.
Because it almost wrecked us all.
Yeah. 3 out of 4 of our players went down last time. And let's be honest, Zonkroc, you did not get the finishing blow. You were the last man standing, and you did not get the literally Ruin took that one from the
I
floor.
went from being unable to hit these things to getting the kill.
That's a great turnaround.
It really is. So, I asked most of you some questions this week. Owen, I asked you nothing. There is a reason for this. Do not worry about it. You will understand shortly.
I'm safe.
Oh, you're really not. See, this is why you need to flesh out your characters better, because when you don't, this shit happens.
What do you mean? I am safe.
Okay. So, first we're gonna start off with a little bit of story to kind of fill in some stuff that happened in between. Obviously, Zonkroc went around and got everybody at least back on their feet.
Yeah.
And Sanyolo, in his bedraggled stupor, basically went, no, we can't go any further until we at least patch ourselves up. So, you guys built a campfire. While there are some... Wow, that's a stink. While there's some creatures in the cave, you guys are more willing to risk a potential attack than just walking into a trap and getting your shit wrecked. So, I'm gonna say for the first hour after you guys have patched each other up, what all happens? Like, you guys would probably sit down a meal. Like, what is going on?
Good question.
Well, let's start with this. What did you guys make for food? Because you guys obviously had that cache in the ship, right? So you guys have
avocado toast. Gotcha.
what does your meal look like?
Pretty sure we would cut up the bullet.
I mean, that's a possibility too.
Delicious bullet. Yeah, we cut up the bullet, and then we got some of the avocado that we have a billion of because someone, and
It was
whatever's in
I
rations.
Rations can be anything from dried meats to hardtack to dried fruits. Basically anything that tends to be storable for long periods of time.
There you go. Tough bread and fruit. Well balanced meal.
I mean, it keeps you alive. All right, so are there any conversations going on? Like, what? I'm giving you guys a chance to actually talk here for a moment.
I don't get a hero point.
I already gave it to you.
No, I started with one. I need a second.
No, you had 0 at the start. The moment you said you're
Oh.
gonna do it, I gave you 1.
I did not see it, so I started with one.
You know what? There.
What?
That's like the end.
I will be nice. You're all hurting for hero points for like the first time ever. I am happy to be generous.
Oh, can I have one?
Do the fucking scene and we'll see. I'm giving you guys a fucking opportunity here to be funny.
All right,
So
yeah.
it's just going to whine and pout like, oh, death.
No, Sorry, go
I
ahead.
stare Sanyolo down.
I
No
can't
more
believe you
shinies.
guys didn't run. No, this will never stop me. We just in bad situation. That's all.
Wanted to eat you.
Yeah, I did it. No,
Almost did.
almost and did it are the same thing. When it
Licked
succeeds,
you.
I will. Oh my god. Goes
So,
over to
as you-
Ruin and licks her forehead, then goes back.
I'm mortified.
I think Sanyolo said flick, not lick.
No, lick.
Oh, never mind.
So,
You okay, Sanyolo there? You licked a child's head. I'm pretty sure that could get you into some serious trouble.
I'm proving a point here.
get him in trouble. And what trouble may that be? He's already in enough trouble as is. You guys
Wait, what was this?
behind Sindria, who apparently is out cold, seeing as the lack of interaction, you guys see what can best be described as a dapper man in a green felt coat, hiding his eyes behind what can best be described as black, smoky tinted glasses. Well, I can see my investment here is completely wasted upon you. And you, do you know if you die, you lose me a lot of money? I'm already broke after having to deal with my godchildren.
Lose money on me, that is your fault.
No, it's your fault because
No,
I've
your fault.
already... So, as you say that, you watch as he tilts his glasses down, looks at you very, very hard, and then smiles with blocky teeth and goes, "Are you sure you really want to do this right now?"
Sanyolo weaponizing
you voted on me. I did not make that choice for you. So again, it's not my fault. Did I hold a gun to your head and force you to vote to bet on me?
It is your fault that you lost.
So, Sanyolo. Oh. Apparently it did not update the way it was supposed to.
Quick, exploit it. I don't know what he's talking about, but exploit it. Go.
Okay, can I update token? It's not working. Okay, shit. I'm just gonna have to visualize this for you then. Which makes me mad because I made a bunch of like personalized tokens for this, which, god damn it. Sanyolo. This gentleman slowly creeps closer to you. You watch as his face becomes a lot more scaly, a lot rougher. It starts to take on a finned and thick armored plated hide. And it's...
He's a
and,
lizard man.
And then his eyes slowly become tinier and tinier. And as he grows more and more... Yeah, you know what? I love how someone's just pointing that out. I'm just going to go ahead and drop it right there. Why is... That might explain why it's not working properly.
Turn into an angry elf.
You know what? There we go. Oh. God damn it. And as this thing crouches closer to you, it is bigger and bigger than normal. And as it opens as its mouth opens up, you see teeth crawling down its throat and what seems like tendrils with a shadowy figure of a gnome deep in its gullet.
And the
No.
bullet.
No.
And then as Sanyolo dives deeper into the cave, it disappears. And behind Sindria, the gentleman appears again. He's like, well, that was fun. Does anybody else want to give a go?
Look,
No?
He disappeared. He's back. What is he doing here? What intentions do you have, good sir?
Well, I think that takes care of son of Oshol Yolo. Once again, does anybody else want to take a goal? Try to move the fence post a little bit. We've got plenty of time. I mean, the night has just begun, correct?
We're in a cave. I don't know.
Ah, yes, the child speaks. The The fuck are you? And
Who I'm
he
referring to.
tilts his glasses and he is staring at you, Ruin. He is staring hard. He's like, I can, there's something there, but you're not normal. And he's completely ignoring Sindria right now.
I'm used to it.
I bet you are, Sindria Celeressa Selshi Mishte. You think your
Oh,
parent,
oh,
Sindria Celeressa Selishi Mishte. Do you not know your own name, you little bugger? All
No.
stone and
I only know
feathers.
Cinderia.
Yes, that's what I said. Sindria Celerisha Selshi Mishte. One of these days, you ought to actually find your parents. Though, I think last I saw them, they were at the bottom of a pit. And dirt, and several rocks, and a couple of worms. I stopped checking after a while, the worms got kind of fat.
So maybe
Last I saw
alive.
them, they threw me away for money.
Say that
So
again,
why do I
demon?
care about them? Last I saw my parents, they threw me away for money. Why would I care about them?
So, Ruin, you watch as he tips his glasses, and you see two red-eyed, goat-slitted eyes. And you see him grin again. And in what can best be described as a puff of smoke, he turns around. And when he turns around, Sindria, you do not see the dapper man anymore. You instead, let me see if I can actually get this to work properly this time. You instead see, I wish I actually had
Oh my god, a trombone.
It's a Doot skeleton.
you see
Robots.
a Kanrasu. On its head is what can best be described as a tumbleweed with several weirdly shaped eyes that bobble around. Around its head are several mouths that all speak in unison as the eyes roll into different places to see what it needs to see. It is a tall, amalgamated mixture of parts: flesh, wood, bone. And as he reaches a hand towards you, you watch as he bends and pops his knuckles to watch as scalpels and small blades come across, and he gently scruffs the underside of your chin with a deep, tainted blade covered in blood. And you hear, well, look at what we have here now. Another piece of flesh, and what price will you pay for your destiny? Sindria, are you going to give me a pound for a pound? Come, Sindria Celerisha Seshri Mishte. Give some flesh for the flesh collector. We'll make your dreams come true.
Why would I do that?
So, as much as I normally love your boldness, Demon, this is what you actually marked as your biggest, deepest fear. This is the flesh collector. A literal amalgamation of rotted and new flesh that he has collected from this and that. A number of different random bones and plants. The only thing that seems to be original is deep in its hollowed wooden chest, you see an orb that is gripped by a number of vines and pulses with an aberrant, abnormal, abyssal energy. Something that should not be.
I would like to roll perception with my shiny button eyes for illusions.
Oh, absolutely. So, Ruin, you see that whatever or whoever this person is using True Polymorph. He is using True Polymorph, so for all intents and purposes, this is his true form, and yet it is not his true form.
It is not an illusion.
But for all intents and purposes, yeah, it's not his original shape, quote unquote. But it is also not fake. So yeah, he is literally turning into these different people and creatures of his own volition, and he is seeking out whatever anybody fears the most.
So,
In this case, Andrea, if you really want to fight this, you're going to have to roll will.
if anything, it's more like, so if I put it this way, Sandria's unconsciously basically afraid. She just doesn't know it.
No, that's
Because
fair.
of what she's already given up to the flesh collector. She just doesn't know that she's scared of the flesh collector anymore.
So in this particular case, you're probably talking some stuff, but you're probably backing up or something, like maybe trying to scoot
Basically,
back.
my feathers are all on end, in a sense.
Oh, fair, fair.
Basically, she's like, she doesn't know that she's afraid, but subconsciously in her mind, she's afraid. She just doesn't remember why or the reason for being afraid.
Well, it's fine because this is about to get awkward for a number of different reasons. Because after he starts like pressing closer and closer to you, he then takes a moment and he looks at Zonkroc. All the eyes on this giant tumbleweed head start to roll and start to stare at Zonkroc. And in a fresh wash of dark smoke, we now see as he turns into a she. And her long, slithery tail wraps down.
That's the wrong model I gave you.
Oh, did you give me a model?
Yeah, a while back.
Dude, it's hard to keep track of everything. Not only that, it's probably on the other computer.
Here, I can send it to you really fast.
I'd appreciate that
Zonkroc
because
starts chewing on its tail. I'm not afraid of you.
yeah, no, some stuff gets lost in the sauce, man, because it's been a while.
Yeah. Okay, downloads. Come on. Nope, not that.
It's fine because I have to dig up stuff all the time from like everybody's different chats because everybody sends me so much stuff. And it's on like 2 separate computers and all sorts of different folders. You'd think I'd have a better system by now. Oh, that's the one you went with. Okay.
Yeah. Because
it's really hard to get a Fimi snake.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try this one again. And grab her, select file, update token. There we go.
Oh my god. Terrifying.
It's terrifying for Zonkroc for a different reason. She saunters over. Tongue flicking. Eyes are still the weird goat-slitted red eyes. But she is staring intently at you. And you hear, "What's up, lover? How's mommy and daddy?" And she literally just gets right up in your face.
Oh, I've been actually waiting for this day. I don't even need my friend to find you. You're right here. And I try to win at disadvantage.
Oh, by all means, take a nice swing. Like, she's got stat blocks and everything. Well, they do. God, that is so bad.
So how do I
Oh, just do a regular attack roll.
just do a regular? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't target me though.
Well, I didn't target, but yeah.
That is going to be a critical miss. So you are going to stumble through her as she mists into, once again, a nasty dark cloud of smoke. And you are going to stumble towards Ruin and basically kind of fall into Ruin.
Don't worry, I'll catch you.
And as that happens, you just hear behind you, bravo! Bravo, Zoncroc Delfino Rio. Bravo. It's a shame that you still just can't hit your mark. Now, in the meantime, let me take a look at this last one. And Ruin, he stares at you. He stares at you long and hard.
I stare into his eyes, unblinking. I'm gonna win these staring contests.
Oh, that's great. That's actually perfect because I believe I saved this one. So, as you stare at him and he stares back, right?
Yeah.
You watch as his eyes disappear. And I'm pretty sure everybody is here now, right? Everybody's back and can actually watch this.
Sort of.
You all see as, oh, sorry. I'm trying to select just the one token. As once again a dark cloud poofs out. And from that dark cloud, a giant form slithers forth. Towering up and up and up, the ceiling disappearing into what can best be described as a deep ether. You can see stars, galaxies, moons, planets. You can see the universe as this thing grows and grows. Its scaly ridden hide climbing into the stars. And as it grows to infinite heights, it leans down and gazes at you, Ruin, through a tiny monocle and top hat. And you see as it licks its teeth, its mouth riddled with sharp hooks and fangs. And you hear, "Well, old boy, it's about time I found you. Oh, it's gonna be such a tasty delight to finally get my teeth around you." And then you hear or see as the person who is behind the visage realizes that something is wrong. And immediately he poofs back to his smaller form. Oh,
my god, he's huge!
Oh my god.
hold up. He moves back to his smaller form. This is what happens when you mess with your tokens too much. Like, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's
Disappeared.
stuck in the wall. He's gonna take damage.
And he steps forward, cleaning off his old but very dainty, frilled and feathered English outfit covered with crushed green velvet. And he goes, "Well, I think that's enough of that. I hate to say it, Miss. I think everybody called you Ewan, correct? Normally I'd give you your 3 names and whatnot, because quite frankly you're not worth calling by the first name basis, but you have more than one set of names, which is already awkward enough. So we'll just call it an agreement to just say that you're Ewan. Now, Mr. Sonifre Arsehole Yolo, can you please come back over here? We have business to discuss. You too.
I'm sorry, my mom's the only one that could call me that name, and she died.
Son of
Yeah,
a
well,
asshole YOLO, get your ass over here or I'll take you by force. Do I make myself clear?
When you first said that, I thought you were just insulting him. I was like, yeah, no, that checks out. That makes sense.
That'll make sense, yeah.
Do you want your bonds to continue to be through Tyson, or do you prefer to just deal with the source? Jesus Christ. Mother puss
Source?
buckets. Yeah,
There's
the source.
There's no source.
I'm the source. And he reaches a hand out and he grips hard in the air and he yanks. And both you and Sindria fall forward towards him.
That's not fair. Only a boss can do this.
Who do you think his boss is? You daft git. Mother puss buckets, I'm going to be late. You know what? We're just gonna take this elsewhere. I'm not doing this in the cave. And all of you disappear into a black smoke. And when you reappear, you're sitting in a kitchen. Ah,
Oh,
much
Daddy's
better.
gonna cook us.
Oh, calm yourself. You're not even worth cooking. Honestly, probably
You're
tastes
right. That
terrible.
bullet disagrees with you.
What I'm understanding is that this guy likes ramen.
Anyways, he sits there and he goes back to a lovely bench and just kind of sits down and goes, okay, let's talk business, shall we? Two of you have a deal through Tyson. Tyson is doing a deal through me. Now, having said all this, I think it is in a better interest that I just go to the source, because if you two die, I lose money. And while Tyson doesn't seem to care, I see better profits by keeping you alive. I think you see better profits by keeping yourself alive as well. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean, if we die, our profits stay at 0. So yeah, you're not wrong in that sense.
Great, so we're in agreement. We don't need you dead. Well, I mean, I could sell you off as a familiar now and make a small profit, but I can do better, and I think you can too.
Wow,
So,
really putting the bird in that situation? I think she deserves a little better. Yeah, she's an asshole at times. I can relate.
I mean, last I checked, Sindria Celerosa Selshi Mishde is not named after the ass end of everything in the world.
Fuck
Leave
your
my
fate
mother out of this.
Now, if you don't mind, and Mr. Zoncroc Delfino Rio, I need you not to leave the room. Why don't you take a seat? And with that, he gives you a snap, and you appear next to the pot with the giant spoon. Here, go ahead and do some work for me. Give that pot a good stir. Now, you two.
Wow. Put it Zarkot to work with his background? Got some nerve.
Let's talk business. Now, we could keep the chains, and he gives another yank as the chains ethereally pop in and out. Or, I can do something that's maybe a little less, flashy. And he gives a snap. Both of you roll fortitude.
Oh, yep. Go. Decent.
Nice, nice. Demon? Not as nice, but good enough. Good enough is just that, it's good enough. Sanyolo, you get a nasty sting on your wrist.
Oh, I
And
thought it would be on the up.
And it burns like wildfire. But when the burning settles, you look down, and you see what can best be described as a runic mark on your wrist, with a circle around it and a single slash through it. Sindria, you see the same thing happen, but for you, the burning sensation is much more severe. You find yourself gripping your wrist intensely, but it's not enough to like send you to your knees or anything. The pain is bearable, but only just. But as you guys look down at your wrists, Sindria below her feathers and Sanyolo below his shirt, you guys notice that there's that nice little runic symbol with a single dash. Great. There we go. You both have your mark. No more chain. Okay, no one needs to know. And you no longer owe Mr. Tyson. Now, doesn't that sound much better? Instead, you just owe me directly. And it's good for me because this means... Do say again.
Yes, thank God, now I can strangle Sanyolo.
I mean, you could, but I advise you not to because then you'll inherit his mark. And if you get 3, well, then you belong to me. Permanently. Well, technically not permanently, it's a 20-year contract, but still, 20 years is a long time.
No, it's not.
It's 20 demon years? That's like 6,000 halfling years?
Actually, it would be 20 human years, but even then, that's just
That's not a long time.
That's just the start. You need to remember that years can be added on for foul-ups. And trust me, I don't expect Sanyolo or Sindria not to foul up and add more to their time.
You hear that, bird?
I'm still going to strangle you.
Bring it.
At least wait to do it till out of my kitchen. Then you can inherit his mark and be 2/3 mine, and then I can sell you to Dolly. Because Dolly needs more waitresses.
Who's Dolly?
Well, who else am I going to sell a bunch of idiotic, moronic pieces of crap who don't know how to do proper magic? Anyways, right now, Delian's is closed, so I'm not taking you there. Not only that, but something tells me you couldn't even follow the one rule that Dalian's has, which is you need to fit in. Last I checked, none of you even have a second set of clothes aside from the little one over there, who, once again, I am just going to call you Ewan under the pretenses that I don't know what else to actually call you, though...
But
They're-
we both know magic.
So, as he looks over at me, he's gonna see me putting random stuff in his pot.
He is going to grimace. And you're going to watch as he snaps his fingers. And
it's all food, but...
Oh no, he's going to snap his fingers, and you're going to find yourself with chains around both your wrists and ankles, and they're enchanted with silver. You are officially in your own personal no magic zone. With physical chains.
Don't worry, I've got not a spell, but I've got something for this.
Now then, shall we get back to having discussions? Sindria Celerosa Selchi Mishde. We need to have a discussion about what you are capable of. Because last I checked, you jumped off a ceiling towards a bullet and tried to, and I quote, grapple its leg in hopes of throwing it to the ground. You do realize your profession is that of thievery, correct? Thievery and talking wisely. Getting people to do things that you want them to do. You are not a big, strong creature. You are tiny, and it is big. And you had little to no chance.
He just called you small.
Oh yes. Let's talk about San Yolo. Sanifrit Arso Yolo. The one who had to rush over to pick up a coin. Or two.
What about it,
I'm
Mom?
going to throw him into the wall.
Who are you trying to grab and throw into the wall?
Ranky's character.
Ranky, you can roll reflex or fortitude.
Blaze, I did find something in my inventory that can help me out of these chains.
Sun Yellow dodges out of the way, and Sindria, you pop towards the table over there. Okay, Ewan, what did you find?
I reach into my bag and pull out a small slime.
You know, that is the one thing that could actually help you in this situation. As you pull out Smee, I want you to roll stealth.
Oh, okay. That is...
Because you're trying to do this unnoticed, I assume.
It's one of those trying to be sneaky, but I'm okay with getting caught.
The gentleman openly looks at you from under his, from over his glasses. And he goes, you do know that's going to take some time. And in the meantime, and he snaps his fingers again. And you watch as Smee appears in a bottle at your feet. And it's a child-proof bottle.
Oh no.
Don't worry, it's always adults that can't get through.
Ain't that the fucking truth? Anyways. Now that we've got Zoncroc Delfino Rio sitting over there at the pot, we've got Miss Ewan sitting over there throwing in the vegetables and whatever else she can find. Hopefully it tastes good. We'll find out. We'll feed it to you first. Son of Frey Arsol Yolo. Sindria Celerosa Selshi Mishte. We still need to talk about your capabilities. And on those capabilities, just so happens that you talk good. Or at least you try to talk good. You make others listen. Which I can't seem to do to you. So, here is the deal, and we will get that mark removed, providing you can accomplish it. Do you understand?
I don't get people to listen. I get to watch.
He literally puts a gloved hand over his eyes.
And I dance. In a flurry of motion.
He literally looks through his fingers and he just gives the most annoyed groan possible. And with a snap of his fingers,
That's very hard.
Look at the wrist.
Look at the wrist.
Sindria, you are now hanging above the pot. Well, if the bud can't listen, we'll just have Bud stew. So, shall we try this again? Sindria Celerosa Selshi Mishte.
I still don't know why you're calling me those extra fucking names.
Because you haven't earned my respect yet. Now, let's try this again. You are good at making people join into what you call a Ponzi scheme. Yes?
No, I gave that up.
You guys watch as his expression never changes. He is literally just stuck in a pose staring at her like he is about to just burrow daggers into her.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Am I still able to reach into the pot?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I put a funny mushroom in it.
As you drop the mushroom into the pot, you literally watch as the gentleman, wiggles another mushroom behind his back. And you see it's a very similar mushroom to what you just put in, and it's almost like he's egging you on to keep putting more stuff in.
I give up. I take out my book and start reading. Or try reading, but you know, it's a special book.
Okay. I get that you're a bird brain. I get that you grew up in a literal garbage heap. I get the fact that you were sitting down there mining through garbage to find the best things to give to your masters to sell. I get the fact that you've been a slave before. I understand all of this, and yet I still cannot fathom how you are so incredibly dense. I have seen boulders that listen better than you. And Sanyolo, you hear what sounds like rocks in a garbage disposal out from under the table. And as you look down there, you see a gargoyle just sitting there. And it's just a little tiny gargoyle who's just sitting there laughing his ass off at this.
He must be the rocks.
And he just nods slowly.
That I figured.
And then you guys hear a small child in the background, as if echoing from somewhere far away. And Sindria, you are now sitting over on the bench that he was at. Sanyolo, you are over there. Zonkrok, you are still stirring the pot. And Ewan, you are sitting at the table with a light over your book. As a small child pops in next to him, and you hear, "Ollie, Ollie, 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 Ollie!" And you watch as a small elf appears next to this gentleman. And he smiles the sweetest smile at this little girl and goes, "Hey, Lucy. And how are you doing today? Oh, does your sister pick on you again?" And he wipes a smudge off her face and he goes, "Listen, Uncle Al is a little busy right now. I need you to go and deal with your sister on your own for a little bit, and I will be right there." And he snaps his fingers, and you guys watch as tiny horses start to fly around the little girl. And she smiles and grabs one. And he pats her head, and she disappears in a puff of smoke real quick. And then he looks at all of you, and he goes, "If any of you dare to say a word about that, I will put you in the stew and forget about you."
What was that, Bob?
Exactly.
What does this word say? I point into the book.
And he ironically
Sorry,
pops up next to
My
you.
hands are. Oh, thank you.
And he looks at the book and he goes,
It's the one in my treasure.
It's the what?
It's the book that's in my inventory in my treasure section.
Why am I worried?
Oh, you should be. 100%.
Of course it is. He looks at you. Then he, shifts his eyes, looks a little bit at Sanyolo, and kind of tilts his head that way and smiles real wide. "You do know who wrote that book, right?"
No.
He gestures and points at himself and smiles even wider with his blocky teeth just grinning ear to ear. "Now, if you want to know what that one is, I could tell you a little bit later when maybe that one over there can't actually hear." And he winks at you.
Am I free from the chains?
He looks at the chains and he rubs his chin and snaps his hands, and once again, the chains are just gone. as well as Smee is now sitting next to the book.
Let's start seeing the book.
Oh no, there's a reason why I said next to the book and not on the book.
Well, you can still go over and try to eat.
No, you do not understand. You do not understand.
I know I don't understand, but I'm also like, it's a slime. How would it understand not to eat anything?
It's me. It's me. There you go. Anyways, with another snap of his fingers, right? Zonkrok, you are no longer next to the pot. I need to make sure that I do this correctly because, yep, there we go. All right. And we are going to go right here.
Darkness. Oh, trees.
Too far, too far, too far. There we go.
Ah, a garden.
There. This might be a little bit simpler for you folks to deal with.
Is there a railgun here?
Nope. Now, Sandria, I need you to roll me will.
Will you do it?
And that's a fail. Sandria, you start to get a twitchy feeling as you watch Al pull out a small box from his felt vest or felt jacket.
Yeah, back.
And pops it open and takes a snort from whatever's in it, closes it up, and puts it back in his jacket.
So, what do you have over there? And are you sharing?
He looks at you as if he would ever share with you, like just this pure look of disgust. And he goes, "This is my brimstone. And no, you may not have any. If anything, you're more likely to burn out your sinuses, your throat, what's left of your brain, because there's obviously not much there left to begin with."
But that sounds like such a good thing to do. Would you not share with me?
Shameless request.
I did roll something for that, I forget. You request something.
I am back.
Reduce the DC.
So, once again, let's talk business. First off, we're going to, since I'm not getting through to the bud, let's talk to you, son of a asshole YOLO.
Well,
All you need to remove your mark is to win the damn race. Or at least come in second, or third, at least make it out alive.
okay.
God, podium.
And then Sindria Celarosa Selshi Mishde. I need you not to die. I need you not to die. And to continue to do your
Not dying.
utmost best to keep this one, and he points at Sun Yolo, alive. Now, let's make a deal with the other two, shall we? And he grins wildly. Zonkrok Delfino Rio.
I do have a question about that.
Yes.
Oh, only my mom, my dad, and a friend that helped me out of prison know my full name. How do you know my full name?
He grins wildly, and in what can best be described as a dancing flourish, he tilts his glasses, looks at you with his goat-slitted eyes, and goes, "Dear boy, every demon knows your full name. It's the reason why I know everybody's full name here, including the bird who doesn't even know her own name. And I know at least 8 names for the little elf. The problem is none of those names are appropriate anymore. Now, are they?"
The shrug.
Okay, cool. This is alright. Wait. With the friend no my wait. Anyway, yes.
So, he sits there and he thinks for a moment, and he goes, "So I understand that you have an accord with someone else that I know. I would like to either talk of either a transaction for their favor, or I can owe you, or sorry, you can owe me a favor, and I can let you know where Miss Catherine Del Rosa Tanier is."
Okay. Am I he's supposed to help me figure that out?
He grins and goes, "Why deal with someone who's trying to figure it out and not deal with someone who already knows? On top of that, who's to say that he doesn't already know and he's simply holding out? If anything, last I saw him at Dolly's, he was going on and on about his little game, as if he were Puck or something."
I'm supposed to help. Can you make them all mute for or deaf for a second?
Why do I have to die here?
If you need time to speak with me alone, we can do it sometime later. In the meantime, I guess I'll move on. Next, we need to go to you, Miss Ewan, or Mr. Ewan, or whatever you are, Ewan.
It's Owen.
And
Ewan.
he starts to walk forward again. So, let us
No matter
start.
how close he stays the same size.
No matter how I look at you, we have a problem because, for all intents and purposes, you should be dead. You watch as he pulls out a small handbook that was not there a second ago and starts flipping through pages. And as he flips through pages, he sees at least 6 other names that have been crossed off. And mind you, I mean first names, not full names.
Oh, we're on a first name basis already.
And he goes, "Child, your aura is a mess. It is in tatters, it is in pieces, and no living creature should be able to sustain itself like that. I would call you undead, but you need to eat, you need to breathe, you have a pulse, and your mind is, while shattered, still functional."
Are you trying to say it's shattered but whole?
Listen here, Cartman. Now, having said that, first off, seeing as we have 2 magic users here, and one who pretends to know he does magic, you 2 know what auras are, correct?
Yeah.
Shrugs.
Oh, great. So this is what we're doing today.
Hold on. I got this one. Look. Say, I am standing right here, but I use a spell that projects outward with me as the origin point. Walks up. Say it goes out to here, four directions. Well, every direction, basically. That is basically what he means by aura.
Well, he's not entirely correct, but he's not entirely wrong. I love the fact that he's at least close. Point for Mr. YOLO. Yes, this means that I am not going to continue to call you an arsehole for the rest of the night.
And I will no longer call you mom.
Right. Anyways. So. Auras are your expression of your soul that allows you to do magic. Now, having said that, seeing as you two are the magic users, yours are a little bit more vibrant than the monk who pretends to know magic, and the bird person who wishes they could do magic. Also, we are not going to talk about the weird green ore that is behind the monk, because no one wants to pretend that that thing's even real.
What do you mean, Warbo?
The weird what?
As you say that, he grimaces. And when he grimaces, you hear a ghost. He's talking about nothing. And then the voice
Talking about
disappears.
avocado.
Definitely nothing. Definitely nothing.
Quite. Anyways. Different auras are an expression of both the soul and magic. The problem is the tiny one over there, their aura is in patchworks. It's not all there, which means the soul is not all there. It's in pieces, it's in tatters, it's everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
When you said tiny one, I looked over at Sanyolo. Because technically, I'm taller.
Sanyolo and Uno are just looking at each other right now after hearing that part.
I mean the one who has so many names that I don't wish to care to list them out. It'd be more troublesome to say all of his names, or her names, or its names, or whatever the fuck you are. I'm pretty sure at one point you were a puppet.
I nod to this. Hold up the Uin doll.
See, you are the small one, the tiny one.
The broken one.
Tiny
And-
broken.
And
Gotcha.
considering what the fear came out of you, that I turned into, that thing now knows that you're back being alive. And it saw you through me, which isn't something that's supposed to happen.
Your fault.
And Uin, as you think about that ginormous Goliath worm, you have some memories pop up.
Oh boy.
You
Is one
remember
about the worm cult?
something like that. You remember seeing an aquatic creature. You remember being surrounded by 3 other creatures. Well, 2 creatures and a stick. You suddenly remember that one was a very, very lovely goddess. Someone who could change the world with just a swish of her finger and a beat of the heart. And whose entire goal was to do just that. To enter the physical plane and make it her own through lust. And then on the other side, you remember a worm with a top hat and a monocle that covered no eye. You also remember him eating what looked like a chunk of dragon. And then the memory
And a
fades.
stick.
Oh yeah, and the stick. And as you come forward from your memories, You remember that you had a lot of fun with that stick.
Stick was good friend.
You have this impulse to touch Zunkrock.
Okay, the impulse is there. I'm not going to do it. Although, look at Sanyolo.
As
not
you
yet.
look at Sanyolo, go ahead and give me a will check.
Wait, which one?
Oh, Uwin's gonna be doing it. Impulse
doesn't
con-
make me immobilized, paralyzed, or slowed, so impulse control, go! No, this is fitting.
Literally, as you look at Sanyolo, there is no impulse control. You just reach out and touch him. And as
Yeah,
you
this
touch
is
him,
fitting.
Grabs hand.
well,
Blaze, has it been long enough?
no, it hasn't. But that's fine because you notice as you look down, Sanyolo, you still see the gym, but for some reason it's surrounded by this weird set of red and green plumage. And then you look over at Sindria. Sindria seems a lot taller than she was a little while ago. Hell,
Oh, no.
Zonkrok seems giant.
Oh no! I
And
am
Al-
actually tiny.
Al looks over at you and goes, "Dear God, did you just turn him into a chicken?"
I look at my hands in shock. I start reaching over towards him, towards Al.
He disappears in a puff of smoke and appears behind Sindri and goes, "Listen here, I'm all about being kind to fowls, but this is not the way to do it. We've already got a cock of an asshole, and then we've got an asshole of...
This way.
We've got an arsehole of a hen."
Are you
Check it
saying
out
this
the
is
ground.
foul play?
Damn, I try to wrangle chicken Ranky, but I fail.
Yeah, that's a fail. You, for record, he
Runs
rolled a
off.
2.
He runs
I'll
off.
fucking throw a knife at you.
You know, I hope he's
Here's my
Keppa.
impulse control.
Throw the knife at him. Let's see if it hits.
Well, first off, I need to catch Sanyolo here. That would actually be a hit. So, good news for Sanyolo. Sanyolo, you pop out of your plumage, and you are surrounded by feathers as you sit there and stare.
Fire? What the? How did that come out?
Coughs up some feathers.
Oh, what? How did these get?
Well, I don't know what the mother puss bucket that was, but it sure as shit isn't happening to me. Now, on that note, I think we need to have a discussion about you and this worm friend of yours. I hear there's a cult that seems to want to follow that damn thing.
Yeah, the one in Zonkrok Town.
You do realize that they're not just in Zonkrok Town, right?
Yeah, they were on that little island too.
They're frickin' everywhere. They...
Oh, gotcha.
Quite literally, they're trying to resurrect that damn thing because, from what I can tell, it doesn't have a proper body anymore. So whatever you did that shattered yourself, you managed to break that thing up too. There's just one problem. It's not rebuilding itself while you're rebuilding yourself. It's building itself on its own via its cult. And while it's perfectly happy to eat its subjects, it knows of you, and that in itself is a problem. So,
Got it. Scorched earth.
I really hope that you are prepared to deal with it, because I am not going to. Now,
Want to make a deal?
he smiles and he's like, that's exactly what we're going to do. So, you see how your two friends have those lovely, lovely marks on their wrists? That's my mark. Whenever they think they can pay me back, they can call on me. Or they could just fulfill the deal and the mark goes away on its own. However, so long as the deal is not complete, or so long as they owe me a favor, they keep that mark. Now, if you choose to use my abilities, I will allow you. However, if it's anything beyond what I consider reasonable, you will gain a mark. Is that fair?
Okay.
Now, obviously this is a bit one-sided, so we're gonna go the other route with it too. I want your help gathering different artifacts throughout the world, which I will claim at my own discretion. But seeing as I am kind of limited to my grasp of that world, and I am mostly stuck here in the ever after, I need you to find it for me. That being said, I choose when I can come in and check on you. Do we have a deal?
Okay.
He smiles, walks over, and holds out his hand.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can random effect happen when I grab his hand?
Nope.
Damn. Sanyello, quick, turn him into a mimic. Turn his clothes into a mimic, it'll be funny.
Walks up, touch the coat.
He literally
okay.
he literally jitters while he's shaking Uwen's hand. And he looks back at Sanyolo, and Sanyolo,
Uh-huh.
you are going to pop out of existence.
He's going, you killed him.
So we need to do that. And as far as everybody else is concerned, no one knows where Sanyolo is right now. Except for Sanyolo, who is currently hanging somewhere else.
Is it almost dinner time?
Now, in your head, Ewan, you hear a full name, and I'm going to put it in your notes. And once it's in your notes, you we'll fill it out a little bit later. It is going to be a new blessing. Congratulations, you guys have your second summon.
I can now summon the bad guy. Wait.
Okay. And there you go.
eventually.
Oh, it's in your feet. It's at the bottom.
Ah, it's a feat. I have several feet.
Yeah, it's at the bottom in your bonus feats. It's very similar to
All right.
Zoncrox.
What do I need to roll to activate this?
Nothing.
Dang. I want
Um,
random effects.
you need to call him by his full name. Oh, are you talking about the random effects? The random effects, those actually can happen once per day at your whimsy.
Damn. I used it when I wanted to save it, when I should have saved it. Because I ate that stick that one time, right?
Hey, things do click.
I don't have the stick anymore. Jareth took it.
Now, Zoncroc, Al is going to look at you, and he is going to grimace, and he is going to go, Is there any way that you can get rid of that thing?
What thing?
Avocado!
I don't even know how.
I wish.
Well, I'll tell you something for free. If you think you're getting something for free, you're being ripped off. If you think you're getting the better end of the deal, you're not. You're being ripped off. If you think you're getting the worst end of the deal, you probably are. And if you think a demon is going to help you for free, you're wrong. That being said, as a kindness from me to a friend of a friend, as he looks at Owen, your friend who owes you a favor is going to try to weasel out of your deal as best he can. If he can find a way, he will. So you might as well just try to beat it out of him that he knows exactly where she is. Unless you want me to forfeit his deal and he simply owes you a different favor. Just know that if you do that, you'll owe me.
Thing is, I do owe him a favor. It's... What would your favor be if I do this?
Something we can discuss at another time. It won't be anything outside your capability, and it is highly unlikely that I'll ask something that'll get you killed, because that is not profitable.
Do you need an answer right away?
No. Simply have Owen ask for me and I will come along. Or you can use my name as well. Whoever uses my name is capable of calling me. Just keep in mind that if I am not in a happy mood, it will not end happy for you. I think that's fair. I think that's very fair. Also, keep in mind that when summoning demons, you are calling them from whatever they are doing. If they're, say, making food, then congratulations. You have bothered them while they're trying to prepare food. If they are bathing, you have bothered them while they are trying to bathe. And if they are in the middle of cooking supper, it is better that you do not disturb them. Isn't that right, Mr. Sanafa Arsoyolo?
What
I
was
throw some
that,
bread
man?
in.
It's so good of you to hang around just before dinner.
So I do have another question. Is there a way of talking to you before we summon you so that we don't piss you guys off?
He claps his hands
Oh.
and grins with his heavy, blocky teeth and goes, "They're not all complete idiots. Fantastic, we may have something here yet." And he hands you a mirror. It is
All right.
literally just called a scrying mirror.
Ah. This only works for you.
Now, he thinks about that, or at least he pretends to. And then he goes, "Well, not exactly. He sets your hand on the mirror. And when your hand touches the mirror, you hear dozens, if not hundreds of voices literally talking all at once. As they're all talking, they are all having conversations at the same time, kind of like a party line. And you hear a number of different spells, a number of different sayings, pretty much everything. And then he takes your hand off the mirror. It kind of helps when you actually know the name of the person you're trying to get a hold of. Otherwise, others might be able to, say, listen in. In this particular instance, I highly recommend that you only talk to the people you actually want to and don't get caught with other people knowing who you're trying to talk to.
Okay. That makes sense. All right.
Now then, and he snaps his fingers, and Sun Yolo, you actually fall. And as you fall, you find yourself bouncing in the pot as a lovely sweet red gelatin just kind of sits underneath you. Now then, if you don't mind, I'm feeling like dessert, and halfling just doesn't seem to do it for me. So, how about we get you guys to eat real quick, and then we'll send you on your way, and you can do your thing with the weird dragon Leviathan thing, and we can go about the rest of our night. You can heal up, maybe not die, maybe not do stupid, and then we'll go from there.
All the stuff I just was throwing in the pot is just sitting on top of the gelatin.
Oh no, it's actually sitting over on a table behind everything. It's as if it never went in the pot at all. However, when you get near it, you catch a whiff of something. It all smells of burnt amber.
Alright, well, I jump into the pot too, I guess.
With that, Al snaps his fingers and is now walking around in what can best be described as a very weird Speedo. And it's weird because the bulge at the front is maybe a bit bigger than anybody really wants to admit or even look at. If anything, it kind of makes Zonkrox seem a bit modest. And he reaches up, and where his smoke-tinted glasses were are now some smoke-tinted goggles. Well, everybody, let's jump in.
Pull stuff out.
Wait, you have to make a roll for that for climbing.
That's fine. That's not the athletics. Oh.
And while he does that, I want to use an ability.
Oh my god. Ruin. Ruin, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This has never happened in one of my games.
No, this has happened before. I have rolled zeros before in the Australia.
It is just such a rare thing I don't remember. Jesus Christ. Sunyolo, as you attempt to get out, you slip and slide and end up right underneath Al as he hits.
Just got teabagged.
Get off!
And Al just kind of smiles and pulls out a straw and slips it into the pot next to him and just starts slurping.
Like,
Wait a minute.
okay.
And then we're just gonna fast forward a bit.
Okay.
Partially because we need to start trying to push some of this back along. Let's see. Trying to find the last map we were just on.
It's that one.
Which one? That's the problem.
Yeah, it's that one over there. No, it's not Forest Town below.
Oh, no. I have too many things.
Organize better.
It's not the flesh dungeon.
It's a cave. No, but it is a cave.
Oh, the caverns?
It might be. I
There
think
we
so.
go. Yep, here we go. Activate. So,
Yeah, that's the one.
eventually Al brings you guys all back and is sitting there toasting marshmallows with you guys and just smiles real nice and bright as he sits next to you, Ewan, and goes, "By the way, I just want you to know that if you ever tell anybody my full name, I will just show up when you least want me to. You will not be a happy person, boy or girl." And he smiles at you, Zonkrock, and he goes, "When you get a chance, you might want to check your pockets. Now, that being said, it is dawn, and it's time for me to be..." And he's just gone.
Okay. There's nothing in my pockets.
You find a letter in your pockets.
A letter. Oh,
A letter.
I was looking
And-
at my
Is
and-
it Q?
inventory.
And the letter reads that Catherine Del Rosa Tanier is currently working at the academy in the main city of the Empire.
Oh, we're getting a school arc?
Oh god.
I'm not sure who did the sound effect. That's the worst part about it.
Chris left.
Oh. Oh, probably, yeah, AFK. There we go. I moved you back in the chat.
This is really good timing.
It really was. And below it, it says that you owe him about 2 platinum and a new pot because the child ruined his pot with some weird ass mushrooms.
Huh. Well,
Ruin, in your pocket, there's a note that says you are being blamed for ruining a pot, but he still encourages you to continue to do stuff like that so that he can get more money out of his own crock.
let's see
I'm
here.
sorry.
Pull out
I'm sorry,
a
it seems like you're
ledger
my
and be
guardian.
like, okay, church owes 2 platinum to a demon. Gotcha. Hey, closes the book. Be like, hey, I own a church. Can't blame me.
Goes in the ledger.
So, Sanyolo,
Chopper's gonna love this.
Yes.
as you look through your pockets, you're missing 1 platinum.
That bastard. Don't my money.
I mean, considering how much platinum you have in your pocket,
No, but it's the principle of the matter for Sanyolo.
That was my money.
and Centrio, you have a tiny wrestling action figure. With a little post-it note on the back that says, "Not the bird."
The fuck is this
Not the
shit?
bird. Oh,
The
man,
a-
we can play dolls
Oh.
now.
By the way, does anybody want to join the church? You'll be honorary members, and they have to keep on paying into the church 1 platinum each.
Wow, just like real religion.
Wow.
Look, we'll just start circling a golden plate around, and you just pick whatever you can. Bits of string is not encouraged.
Put a mushroom on it.
All right. So everybody should be full health. Everybody
Alright,
is
so my
now.
health is full.
Yeah.
I'm alive. I'm ready to be downed again.
All right. And now you guys
Now we
have
know.
your second summon. Well, actually, technically your third summon, but we don't count Sanyolos.
But what if I gave him an item?
Gave who an item?
Exactly.
You do know you could just call him Al. Or Big Al.
Alfred.
But seriously, there's a hot hole in your back pocket.
I don't have pockets.
We gave you clothes, damn it.
Yeah, they don't have pockets.
They should have pockets.
It's
How else
women's
are you
clothing, I don't
keeping all
have
those?
pockets.
Ironically, when it comes to Al, it would not surprise me for him to just put a pocket on your outfit just to put a hot hole in it.
Where do I keep all the stuff? Inside the doll.
Okay. Now,
Oh, doubles as a bludgeoning weapon.
now that I've introduced my character that can pop in whenever to save your guys' ass or to give you guys advice, probably just to watch your guys' misery, if I'm being honest, I'm going to call the session here because I need to make a list of items that you guys actually got, not just the mirror. Does anybody have any questions while I have all my damn notes?
No, but yes, but no.
Okay, what are the questions?
At some point, you and me need to sit down and figure out all the stuff that carries between characters and to fully fill in Explosion.
Explosion's actually very difficult to fully fill in, only because of the fact that the spell changes as you level up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it'd still be kind of get a baseline for it. Easy to have access instead of having to dig up notes every time.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I will try to get some kind of guide going. Okay, Sun Yolo. Any questions?
Question 1. What is the question?
Do you have any questions about what just happened, the fact that you now have a demon mark, about auras, the ever after, anything like that?
About me.
Back, world lord, all that. No.
No? Okay. Zonkroc, anything on your end?
No.
Okay. I think I kind of answered your one major question, which kind of points you towards where you were already going to begin with. So that kind of works out.
Back to school.
Syndria,
Hello.
how do you enjoy your 4 names?
I don't know what the fuck they are.
Perfect.
Syndria, the name you already know yourself by. Celrosa, one of your middle names. Selchi, your last name. And then Mishte, which is actually your clan name.
Whoa.
Yes, I put a lot of work into defining your character, who was sold as a child. Congratulations. You have even more.
Here we have asshole.
You,
The plot
you,
line was fucking parents at Sylviov, and here you go making them fucking like royalty or something.
they are not royalty. While they do have 3 names, clan name is basically kind of put nicely, kind of similar to the town you're from. So it'd be similar to saying like Syndria, who is of Mishte, or Arthur, who is of Camelot. So Mishte, similar to a last name that kind of binds you to a family. In this case, it binds you to a clan. So it's literally saying you are of this clan. Which is funny because Zonkrok's last name is Rio, and he is, for all intents and purposes, royalty. Also,
He's a princess.
God damn it. Fuck
A
you,
Disney
Broly.
princess.
Fuck you, Broly.
also, for the record, I did not make Sun Yolo's full name. That was literally all Sun Yolo. That is Ranky incarnate right there.
That's funny.
Yeah,
It's a joke character.
and for the record, he originally wanted the first name to be the son of a bitch. So it would have been son of a bitch,
No.
arsehole YOLO.
No. I combined from using different ideas and terms.
So you got son of her, arsehole, and YOLO.
Yes.
And now you know why everybody
Yeah,
just calls him San Yolo, because no one wants to say his actual fucking names.
Hey, arsehole.
Just remember, he was never meant to live this long.
Honestly, I'm still a little surprised that you guys have lived as long as you have, and last fight kind of proved it.
Don't worry,
So,
I'll fix things.
I'm going to fill in a little bit of lore here, and Zonkrock will know this. Some of you might know parts of this. Others won't know any of this. A good example of someone who won't know any of this would be Ewan, but that's because Ewan has very little memory. Everybody knows demons exist. That's an easy one. Everybody knows that demons come from the ever after. Think of the ever after as similar to purgatory. It very much is a reflection of this reality, but smaller. So technically, if you were to travel through the ever after, you could get place to place a lot quicker and easier, but it's also a lot more dangerous of a place. So much so that if you noticed, even Al does not live on the surface. He specifically lives underground because it's just easier to deal with. You will also note that elves are part of the ever after as well, which is why he made the statement of don't make fun of his godchild, because little tiny I just spaced her damn name.
Lucy?
Yeah, Lucy. Little tiny Lucy is a full-blooded elf.
Me too, or something. I don't know.
Your character at one point was an elf. For the record, elves and demons normally do not get along, though that is slowly being fixed. But it's also where a demon helping to raise an elf is maybe not looked well upon by other demons. So that's a thing. And most people see demons similar to how they see jinns. You can ask for a wish, you can ask for favors, but there's going to be a cost. The bigger the cost, the more they are going to take. And obviously the demon marks are a way to do this. Now, something that even Sindria probably knows, because once again, Sindria did live in a garbage heap, but even Sindria will know this, partially because the flesh collector is just as bad, but not a demon. I want to make that very clear. Demons will take you as a familiar if you get 3 marks. It used to be you were stuck for all eternity as their familiar, but due to some recent things within the last 100 or so years, that has changed to more of a 20-year sentence. Unless they can catch you under demon law. If they catch you under demon law, your contract gets extended. And just so that everybody understands this demon law, because God knows I should have used it against both Sun Yolo and Sindria, but Al probably explained it before he left you guys. There is a demon law that is known as uncommon stupidity.
Damn, they're screwed.
If you are caught under uncommon stupidity, the punishments can be harsh, from being tied to your familiar contract for longer, to imprisonment, or even if you endanger enough people, just straight out death. They basically see you as a negative to cost advancement. A cost deficit, if you would. That's why I was saying I should have caught you guys on it, but I decided against it because if you guys don't know, he can't very well charge you with a law that you guys don't understand or know of. But now you guys know.
Gasp.
So, any other questions? Once again, while I have my notes out.
I realized something earlier
Okay.
with the flesh collector.
Yes.
You said it's a Konrasu?
Yes.
It made me realize I have sort of turned this ship into an artificial Konrasu.
No.
Sort of.
What you've actually done is you've actually turned it into an automaton, which is a completely different race.
Yeah, it's an artificial Konrasu.
Konrasus are scary for a whole different reason. They
Yeah.
are... They're basically...
Cosmic.
Yeah, they're basically a cosmic entity. They can actually be similar to automatons in a lot of different ways. The big difference is pretty much their starting point.
Yeah, so an artificial one.
Yeah, the one that Sindria was dealing with, the flesh collector.
He's spooky.
Yeah, me and Demon actually worked through that one for a while. And after he gave me some details as to what this thing is supposed to act like, I was like, oh, I've got just the thing for it. Yeah, no, he's powerful, but unlike, say, Al, he is maybe a lot more fleshy. I'm not sure how to describe that.
You know, that makes sense.
He's more capable of being killed. But I also wouldn't make the attempt because, as Sindria will point out, he himself is a force of nature. Okay. So, you guys have this entire dungeon ahead of you. You guys are fully healed, fully rested, fully fed. And I'm going to be putting some items in your guys' inventories over the course of the next week.
I'll take a machine gun.
No, but there are some parts down here that might help out Ranky's main quest.
Ah, the railgun.
Yep.
It's our side quest, but it's his main quest.
Also, Sindria.
Hi, how are you?
I am going to be giving you a book. Probably given to you by Al. You do not have to read it right now. It is one of our lore books. To be specific, one of our journals. And I'm going to configure ownership. And there. All right. Now that's done. Any questions before we end the session for tonight? And I basically leave you guys for now.
Can I have some platinum?
Did you say I have some or may I have some?
May I have some?
No.
Okay. There's worth a shot.
Anybody else?
Not for me.
Can Ranky have some platinum?
I'm
I'm
pretty
not
sure.
going to say no.
I'm gonna say no because I already stole some platinum from Ranky. Anybody else?
Trying to figure out how to make a second character without needing any dedications, because fuck dedications.
I'm sorry.
There's a website.
But everything you want, like, after, like, level 2 for your skill feats is, like, requires dedication. Requires dedication. It's like, no! Stop it!
Yeah, there's a website, pathbuilder2e.com.
Okay. Well, then let's go ahead. Wrap this up for tonight. And honestly, be glad that you met Al and you didn't meet Dolly.
What about Dot?
No, but then you got to deal with other people. Here's the thing, and this is a bit of free advice from your GM. Never, ever, ever run into Newt.
They mostly come out at night.
Newt
Mostly.
is worse than anybody else you will meet in this campaign. Okay, so thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Hopefully, everybody had a fun time. A little bit of an RP session this time, partially because I wanted to get away from combat just long enough to not kill my players right off the bat.
But
But Mom.
On that note, thank you very much to Sasquatch for joining us.
Yep.
Ranky for playing Sanyolo.
oh,
Ruin for being Ruin.
That was me. I did that.
Demon. So wait, what direction is your character going now? Since you're not doing the Ponzi scheme anymore?
One of them.
More of like a mix of, so I took the swashbuckler dedication, and I took the blade dance, or the fan dancer dedication, basically to make my character be able to dance on the battlefield and basically affect multiple targets for my allies properly. But you know, because I keep getting fucking raffle stomped by everything in the fucking like map.
No, that's fair.
Because half the time, like I think what was it last session is I tried basically adding some stuff for Zonkrock to do more damage to the boss, and then he fucking walks away, and then I get ruffle stomped by the boss, and the boss goes after him.
I mean, that's true.
It's like, oh well.
communication is somewhat needed.
If you see your ally going around the boss trying to basically give you an advantage on your next attack, like, I don't know, don't run away with that advantage in hand.
Well, anyways, it sounds like communication needs to be worked on. Next up, we have Tri, who played Zonkrock, and who is apparently a priest/monk that deals with devils. Congratulations.
Yeah, but which one isn't?
True. Try?
Yeah, I'm here.
You okay?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. And then we've got me, your DM, your GM, your best friend, your worst enemy, and apparently the person who will be playing Algeliarept. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. At least he doesn't hate you guys right off the bat. Anyways.
More work needs to be done then.
Yeah, no, trust me. If he actually hated you, one of you guys would have been Stu already.
Yeah,
Sandilla was
more work
almost
needs to
jelly.
be done.
Anyways, take care, stay safe, stay well. We'll see you guys all next time here on the Eternal Flames. And, yeah, just remember, if you really want a good book series to read, you should go read The Hollows.
The Hobbits.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
This is not a
read.
This is not a paid sponsorship. But nothing's
Don't do
funner
it.
than listening to a pixie scream out by Tink's Diaphragm.
Again, don't do it.
Good night, everybody.
I heard not to do it.
Later.
Bye. 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 Goodbye.